Hello and welcome, and thank you so much for joining us to our final session of Oops All Wizards. I'm sorry about the delay. There were some technical issues and people running late, all those fun stuff, but thank you so much for joining us and being here and playing with us. So we're gonna get started. One moment. And we can see all of my beautiful players' faces as they wave to you and they actually move on the screen, and it's great and we're happy and it's wonderful. But yes, we are participating in our final episode of Oops All Wizards. We're going to get to the end of this detention, and it's going to be great and it's going to be fun, and hopefully our technical issues have reached their end, and this is all it is. And we just get to play, and it'll be wonderful. So yes, we'll do a quick round of introductions, and then we'll hop right into the aftermath of our enchantment classroom. So for everybody who doesn't know, I'm Carly. I am Armadillo Dice. I run this channel. I am new to streaming, and I have wonderful players here joining me for all of this chaos, and I appreciate all of their patience, and I appreciate all of your patience. You can check out my Etsy shop and my Twitter and all my other stuff if you're interested in knowing more about me. I am always open and down for a chat. And before we move on to all of our wonderful players, we do have a tip jar here at Armadillo Dice, and for my D&D sessions, the tips will provide goodies for our wonderful players, things like pluses to rolls and re-rolls and wild magic surges and all sorts of stuff. You can find the info in the About section on my Twitch channel, and it'll have a link right there for you. Now, also, I do run a giveaway, and if I reach 50 followers during this stream, which we are very close, so tell your friends, then it'll be a full set giveaway instead of just a single dice. So we all have that to look forward to. Players are more than welcome to join. The key phrase this time is finish line, #finish line. So if you enter that in, you'll be entered to win. And with that, we're going to pop on up. Pixie, are you ready to go first? Wraith, you're up first. Again.
I'm never ready. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm playing Pixie Polaris. I'm not very pink today, but she's very pink. So we'll just pretend. And yeah, she's having a time.
Okay, yes. Yes, she is. They're all having a time. That's a great way to put it. And that'll bring us over to Lauren, who also did all of our wonderful character art that you see on the screen. She's a wonderful artist. You should check her out. But Lauren.
You can find me on Instagram at Lauren's Open World. It is really the only social media that I use. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the last bit of this adventure has in store for us, because good lord.
Good lord. Which will bring us over to Ben.
Hello. I'm sorry. It's my fault we're late. I am not actually injured. My wife just did some cool makeup for me tonight, so I'm all good. But yes, I'm super excited to play for tonight.
Awesome.
I'm so sorry I was late.
It's okay. It happens. Life happens. It isn't completely his fault. Updates happen at the most inopportune times, as we all know and are aware, and it sucks. So that'll bring us over to Shanice.
Hi, I'm Shanice. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Josie Ashcroft. No longer unconscious, and also no longer setting things on fire. So excited to see how this session goes and if we can continue up from there.
Yes. And that will bring us down to Dusty.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dusty. My pronouns are they, she, and I am playing Aurora Rory Cognet, whose pronouns are she, her, and I'm so excited. I love playing this character.
Yes. And that'll bring us down to our last wonderful player, Jaqulin.
Hi, I'm Jaqulin. I use pronouns she, her. And tonight I'm playing Orchid Thumperton. They use any all pronouns. And I need to know Rory's backstory. Because there is something mysterious there, and it has to come out tonight, or I have to play with Dusty again to find out what is going on.
I know, what's
That is
up
my
with
mission.
warlock stuff?
Like
Yes,
all of
that's
these
right.
options. I love all of these options. Playing more, chats, lore drops, backstory. I love all of it. So speaking of which, we did have an anonymous donation. So all of you do have another +3 to add, another armadillo to your
Let's go.
lists. So thank you for that. And yeah, so we're gonna jump on in. Last session we ended after there was some internal conflict in the enchantment classroom. A wave of magic washed over the classroom, and unfortunately 2 of your members were unable to resist the pull and came to think of all of you as enemies. You did manage to snap them out of it and get them back to their right minds, and that's where we ended off the session. All of you also have leveled up to level 7, so you have some new interesting toys to play with. But yes, I believe it was Rhysa and Orchid had some traumatizing mind enchantment placed upon them. And that's where we're going to jump on in. So, yes.
If correctly, am I still being held in the giant earthen hand, or did I get put down?
I believe
No,
you
I'm
got
just
put
gonna
down because
assume
you got you got broken
that.
out before Orchid. So.
Right.
But you still have
Yes, I still have-
your fuming fae. So.
My large, creepy looking fae.
Mm-hmm. You do indeed.
Excellent.
But yes, we
So I
ended the
think-
session with Orchid getting broken out of.
Right. I think the very last thing was them like a wave of remembering what had happened. And I think the first thing they do is just beeline it for I'm so sorry. It's been so long. Ben, what is your character's name? Tomasz.
I'm sorry, I
Tomasz.
forgot to introduce. Yes, Tomasz Durnin, right? him.
Beeline for Tomasz and just hug you, like bear hug.
Oh.
Just I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. I don't know what happened. Are you okay?
It's okay.
And hold you at arm's length. What? Are you all right?
Absolutely. Lean down, so I guess one knee, so that we're at
Yeah.
similar heights, right? And just be like, it's okay. The magic got all of us, and it just, that was, nobody knew. Could have expected that would have happened, right?
Oh my gosh.
Everybody's okay.
I
Are you okay?
thunderstepped. Are you? Where is everybody else?
It's okay. It'll fade. We'll all fade. I think I honestly have never been in here. Enchantment is my worst art. Come on. Let's go back to everybody else. Stand
Yeah,
back
yeah,
up.
yeah.
And I think,
And then
right?
we'll-
There's a large curtain and just kind of push it
Yes.
aside.
Yes, and you find the
To the
rest
other
of the
side.
group still behind the curtain with Rhysa and her fuming fae.
Doppelganger check.
What?
Nobody's prepared for the doppelganger check. All right, so it's different education for all of us, I guess.
I'm gonna
No,
rummage around in my bag a little bit and
Yeah.
pull out a flower crown and put it on top of the fae. Makes him look a little more friendly.
The like 8-foot tall Fae kind of like stoops down and lets you do it.
But he still has the
Um,
angriest look on his face, and teeth are just like pointing out and just.
Yeah, it's like this like tall gangly creature with pale skin, dark eyes, no hair, these like long ears, too many teeth for its mouth, like big these like big black eyes, fingers that are too long, and now
You have-
also a flower crown.
I think he's kind of cute, and I'm gonna jump and boot him on the nose.
Takes it.
That is fantastic.
Reluctantly.
You have some of the best
It
spells.
smiles, but it like makes it look worse.
What's its name?
I don't know. I've never summoned it before.
Do you get the
Do
so
you-
you don't know if you get the same one each time?
I don't actually.
I
To-
get the
to
same
turn to the
unseen servant
Fae,
every
it's like-
time.
Do you have a name, or am I supposed to give you one?
Well, right now that's up to you.
Oh, all right.
My unseen servant is Jeeves.
What to name the terrifying creature that I just pulled out of nowhere?
He looks
Which
like
I
a
am
Jeffrey.
incredibly sorry about, by the way. That is the second time today I've hurt you all.
It's all right. It'll.
We
I
it'll
know
are-
Jeffrey.
Ooh, Jeffrey is a nice name.
not a
What about
Harvey.
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey.
Harvey.
He's not
Okay.
a Harvey. All right, Jeffrey.
Looks like
it
he's
is.
taken Jeffrey. We'll call him Jeff for short.
B.
I don't really like Jeff. Jeffrey's better.
Never mind, not Jeff.
Well,
How?
if you don't want me to hit him, what do you want me to do?
I'll just hang out for the moment. There may be more things for you to hit later. You'll act as our
Okay.
guardian.
Sure.
How is everyone doing? Do we want to rest before we move on?
Yeah, I'm really, really sorry. I don't know what happened. Did we pass the challenge? Was that the challenge? Is there something more?
I think you knocked a tooth loose, but I'm good. I
Oh
think
no,
so.
I'm so sorry. I don't have any
It's
healing.
okay.
I can't
okay,
do that.
I-
That's not my thing.
I did earlier. I'm good.
Okay.
It's tightened back
Okay.
up.
You, the shiners really come in at this point, though.
It's part of the spell. I get to keep them.
Oh,
So-
okay. Okay.
How many hits to the face have you taken today, Tomasz?
3.
That's below average.
Should you get checked for a concussion?
No, the magic works on that too. It's part of the league, so we're solid.
All right,
How many rooms do
No.
we have left? Does anybody remember?
2, I believe.
How many rooms do we have left, by the way? Does anyone remember?
I see what you did there. Concussion symptoms.
Everyone
Rory
over
shines
just
a
like-
light in your eyes.
I love that the room full of wizards were all just thought that he asked it twice. Classic.
All right. I think one of them's evocation.
Is it?
Divination is one of the last
Divination.
ones.
You already did evocation.
Okay. Okay. See, clearly I'm not the. I can't see
Are
the future.
you sure we shouldn't check you for a concussion?
I'll tell you after we get through the divination room. I can
I
see
mean,
one
we
thing
can
from the
check him,
future.
but I don't think we can fix him.
I mean,
Sad.
technically, you guys are closer to the transmutation room than the divination room.
Is that what we have left? Transmutation and divination?
Yeah.
Alright,
Let's-
transmutation first, maybe? Just because it's closer?
Yeah, and we'll keep an eye on Tomasz.
glad
I'm
somebody
just
is.
maybe he'll get turned into something. I don't know.
Do we,
With any luck,
by
that guy.
chance, want to take a short break, a short rest?
Sure, I
it
can
can't
take it.
hurt.
I'm not
some dirt on it.
opposed.
drink of water.
You have time. You're only, you're it's like mid-afternoon. You still have a couple hours before detention time. Your timeline is up to finish the rooms.
4 dice left, Carly. Can I use them?
Yeah, go for it. Use your hit dice. They're there for a reason.
Excellent. All right. A little over half, so I'll take that.
Oh no, I rolled so bad.
All right. I got 17 points back. Not great, but it's something.
Okay. I got 19 back. Not too
that's good.
terrible.
So everybody rolled hit dice that wanted to roll hit dice?
Yes.
Yep.
Alrighty. Then in that case, we are ready to move on. You guys took a nice little break in the crazy room that took over some of your minds, which, is per usual for enchantment. And you're ready to move along with your day.
Well, Transmutation Wizard, want to lead the way? Looking at Tomasz.
All right, let's go then. I'm sure I've spent quite a bit of time in this room.
Yes.
Magics.
So you head on over. Now the transmutation room is this room over here.
Oh, right.
The divination room, just so you know, is this one down here.
Okay.
So you guys can feel free to head on over to that room if you want to.
All right. Professor Oxenbein is terrible about their space.
The door is closed. Are you guys walking over there? Are you heading over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The
map is smarter than me.
The door is closed, just like all the other doors when you've approached them. So, you can go ahead and move on over. And tell me what you would like to do.
What does the door to the room look like? I'm assuming it's closed at this point. Is there anything specifically in its description, like that we can?
No, it looks like all the doors for the classrooms before it. It's a big, solid wooden door. Other than the enchantment door now, which is burnt and fried a little bit from your fire hands. But
Okay.
yeah, it's just a big solid door. It could fit probably a person and a half. Like, it's wide enough that like a large sized person could fit through the door, because there are some larger students and instructors at the school. But it's just a big wooden door. There's no like windows or anything. It's just like a solid wooden door. Each of the doors does have like little intricate carvings that are like deal with the schools of magic. But thus far, it's just the door that you go into the classroom for. It's nothing particularly special.
Just make sure I saw this right. It is the purpley room. Top?
No, that's illusion. It's
Okay.
this room down here.
Got it. Okay. Sorry. Okay. And trying to pull my token on over there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well.
But the door is closed and locked, just like every other time that you've come to a door.
Oh. All right. In which case, then he will take out his. I don't believe he's used his yet.
I
No.
hope.
Anybody recalls? All
Do
right,
you have the
then
transmutation gem?
I believe so. I did the ritual. I think I did. Did a ritual. Which one did I do? Oh no, mine is Mine was conjuration.
Mine was
So-
conjuration.
Yours was conjuration. Okay,
Mhm.
then
I know I haven't used mine yet, but I can't remember which one it was. I can't remember if it's this one or divination.
you know what? I had the divination then because I am looking at my rituals and I
Yeah,
had
because you
comprehend
did
languages.
comprehend
you're-
languages.
Okay, so then
Gotcha.
yours.
Mine.
So then it's
Alright.
you, Pixie.
All right, I will take out my gem and just pop it right in that door.
All right. Yeah, it's no issue. You, it's in this pretty much the same place that you have been in the entire time. So doesn't seem to be any real issues. But yeah, you pop it in, and just like every other time, there's a flash of magic across the door, and it opens like half an inch.
Well, once again, he'll take the staff and press it open the whole way so we can see inside.
Okay, let me
Forward.
transfer you guys over to the correct classroom. One second, it got a little smushed. So, I need to fix it really quick.
Look over his shoulder. Even big enough door for you to get in, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey just smiles with too many teeth.
He's the best. I don't know where you get one, but I need to learn that spell.
The
Alrighty.
darker parts of the Feywild, but I
You
kinda
think
just
Jeffrey would wanna
reached
be our
out and he
mascot?
showed up. Do you want to be a mascot, Jeffrey?
I
No.
think you did great in the uniform.
I could knit him a sweater.
He says
Well,
no, though.
I don't really want to be a mascot. I don't like things on my head.
Fair enough.
I
That
don't think
Sphinx
you'd have to
costume
wear
is
the
rather
costume.
hot.
Though seeing him in a cheer uniform would be hilarious.
I could get some wonderful pictures.
I don't know if I'm supposed to have anything summoned besides my familiar outside of a classroom setting, so maybe no pictures of this one. Would hate to follow one detention with another detention.
Fair.
I'll tell you what, though, if all the detentions are this much fun, I might have to get in trouble more often.
This one has definitely been more exciting. Usually, if there's more people, they tend to do more fun things. Though I've had some where it's just been me, and I kind of just have to write a lot. Not even like fun either. More just like, I will not blow up so and so classroom. Not that I did it on purpose. It just happens sometimes, as you all witnessed.
Can't you just secretly use Mage Hand to do it for you?
No, they check for that. They even take away my
Oh.
little conjured quill that does most of my writing for me and make me do it by hand.
Absolutely barbaric.
Absolutely. That's horrible. That's criminal to do to a wizard.
That's what detention is for, though, to teach you a lesson.
Well, the door is open. It's been pushed open. You can see into the transmutation classroom. Nothing seems particularly out of place. It looks like it was left to sit over the weekend, like many of the classrooms have.
But there's something labeled at the far side that says Mort.
That's my familiar.
That's familiar.
I'm putting. There's a little token that says Celine. That's going to be Jeffrey.
All right.
Oh, Jeff.
Mort does not care for all of our caution when entering into the rooms, so he just kind of goes and sits wherever the teacher's desk is in each and every room.
What kind of familiar is Mort again?
He's a goose.
He's a goose.
He is an angry white goose.
Of course he is. All right. Well, been willing
guess-
to take it in the teeth so far. So
We go in?
Usually
I will
nothing
cross
happens
the
until
threshold.
We're all in, so might as well just rip off the band-aid.
Okay.
So who's the last person to enter the room?
Guess that's
Looks like
me.
Rory.
Yeah, looks like me.
Okay, so you enter the room, and just like almost every other time that you have entered a room, whoop, bam! Door slams shut behind you. There's a little flare of magic indicating that it's been relocked. And you are now stuck in the transmutation room. Unlike some of the rooms, nothing immediately happens other than the door shutting and the flare of like locking magic.
Can I look to see like what the items on this main table are and if I can piece together anything about their properties?
So a lot of the items that are on the table are items that you know are common components for transmutation spells, because most transmutation spells require material components because they like kickstart the transformation nature of the magic. So it's just a lot of various different material components. In fact, pretty much any transmutation spell that you would know or have access to at the level that you are, there is a material component in this room for that spell. Even the really expensive ones.
The severed hand is named Seamus. Professor Oxenbine hates it if you bother it.
It flips you off.
I saw who's like about to touch it. It's like,
As you say that, it flips you off.
nice. Classy.
He doesn't like me.
And it scampers away and scampers under the teacher's desk. It's gone.
What? It looks like there's a number of stations set up around the room.
Yes, there are various stations around the room. They have transmutation magic has a lot of different types of magic. There's magics that like affect you or other people, and so there's like a station where you can try it on not necessarily a living person, but still know whether it worked or not. So there's a lot of different like stations because to practice the magics in a safe manner instead of practicing on yourself or others.
Depends on whether you want to call that the sane or the cowardly way of casting your transmutation magics. But that one guy's nose still hasn't gone back to being normal size. Okay. What is this station that I'm standing in front of? It looks like almost like a shower, I think.
Look, I did not make the maps. The stations don't all look exactly like they look like on the map. I
Fair enough.
purchased some maps.
It looks good. I'm just trying to decipher what it is a little bit. Like, if I can recognize it, for like to try and get an idea if there's a theme between each station.
There isn't a theme. It's just different working stations. There's just various
Okay.
working stations, so multiple people can practice at the same time.
Okay. Well, I can do it as a ritual, and if this is a sort of shower type setup, then I bet you this is one where I could practice water breathing.
What level is water breathing?
Water breathing would be a 3rd level ritual.
Okay. You're more than welcome to try and cast it on at the practice station.
Okay. So he will set aside his staff for a second, set up a small ritual thing, make sure he's taking a set of dust and cleanse the space, make sure the reservoir is full. If it is a place where one might test a spell like water breathing or alter self, well, clearly you have to have a stream of water to be able to breathe normally through that kind of element, and then he will proceed to cast. Go through the full ritual again, trying to focus on Atlantean runes around the base of the setting, and then end it with aquam corporum.
So you cast the spell and you feel the release of magic, and while this magic is still relatively new to you because you've kind of been learning as you go today, you feel the spell release properly. And you see that it like catches into the station, but you're not sure if it's because you cast it as a ritual or not. But like the positive confirmation that you normally see in this class, there's like a flare that normally happens in the station that indicates success. There is no flare of magic.
Wow, you'll never get those 20 minutes back.
Are we just hucking spells at the stations to see if something happens, or
We can try.
I was trying a transmutation. I thought the ritual might be able to do it and save myself some of the spell
I mean,
slots.
it looked like it kind of worked, just not quite.
Maybe we have to grab something off the table. Maybe we have to use stuff from the room, not from like our pockets.
Could be.
So Orchid's gonna look for a shaving of licorice root on the main table in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, it's
and
pretty easy
use
to
it-
find.
Okay, and then use it to cast haste into the station that they're standing in front of.
Sure, yeah. So you grab the licorice root and you cast your spell, and this time it takes. There's a flare of like deep purple that emanates from the station, and the station is now glowing a fairly bright, vibrant purple color.
Oh, I think it worked.
I
Maybe
think so, too.
maybe we got to use stuff from inside the room.
So
I'll give it a
I
shot
have
then.
one transmutation spell, but it does not require a component. How do we think that? Do we think that would work?
As long as it won't take too much out of you, it might be worth a try.
See if there's something that's empty.
I
Just
just
take
need
them.
something to throw.
Well, then pick
Oh.
anything.
Yeah, if it would grab any of them, any of these pieces, then.
All right.
Except for the reed. If there's reed on the table, I'll try the water breathing again with that.
Sounds good. It looks like there's a giant spider on the table. I'm gonna.
Rory raised her hand. I need the spider.
Never mind. Rhysa's like reaching for the spider. Like, okay.
I need it.
Let's go for the bundle of carrots then. And I'm gonna
Sure.
cast catapult on the bundle of carrots and just yeet it at the station.
Nice.
I love it.
That spells
Which
the best.
station do you eat it at?
The one I'm standing in front of, which is coincidentally right in front of the carrots. So she just like,
Yeah, so you cast the magic and pull the carrots across the room and fling it into the station. And as it enters the station, your magic, that like semi-invisible force that's like propelling the carrots, pushes in with the carrots, and the station flares, and it is a bright purple color.
Fun fact, that's my
There
favorite
you
way to
go.
make coleslaw.
I'm gonna
Is that
get the
Ben
other-
talking?
ooh, and
Or is
coleslaw.
that Tomasz talking?
Yes. Yes.
You haven't figured out by now that Tomasz was Ben as a teenager? Like, that's the vibe I'm getting.
There's nothing to see here, citizens. All right, I'm gonna try that again with the reed and try and cast the ritual. Use the reed not only to ink the runes, but then to take a sip of the water, maybe drip from the reservoir, and spit it or blow it through the reed across the space, and then complete it again, and you know, maybe even
You're
do a
still
little-
doing it as a ritual, though?
No, it doesn't seem to really take as much, and I doubt it's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it with the whole second level slot.
Super. So yeah, so you get there and you're like, maybe I shouldn't.
Or I guess
And so
third.
then you just cast it using the components available in the room. And yeah,
Yes.
as soon as you release the magic towards the station, you feel it move out properly, just like the ritual, but this time, flare, vibrant purple magic. You have 3 stations that are vibrant
Rory
purple in
picks up
color.
this. Rory picks up the spider and walks over to a non-lit up station and casts spider climb.
All right. Yeah, so you go in there and you have the spider and flare of purple magic.
Nice.
4 stations.
Do we need more? Does anybody else have? I do know more. Transmutation.
I can eat
Um,
something one more time.
I
Sure.
don't have anything else.
see.
It's my only transmute. spell.
I have no. I have another one here. Just need to find it.
I have a transmutation cantrip, but in the past, cantrips haven't done much for us.
They have not. Where's my other one? Oh, I have Alter Self. So, what do we have? The one at the end?
Yeah, you have 2 on the
There's-
left-hand side. The one
2 on the
closest
left?
to the door and the one closest to the teacher's table.
All right. So I'll head over by Pixie. I have Alter Self.
Okay.
So I will try that one. And that will be one of my second level ones.
Go. Yeah. So
wait a
you-
minute! I need to get the Alter Self material component though, which I have forgotten beforehand, right? Because our plan is to use one of those off of there. So before I cast it, if you'll give me a quick moment, I will grab the. I always forget. It does not have a material component.
Yeah. So
so-
you can just go up
I will just cast it.
and you just cast it and it releases,
Yep.
and you now
Yep.
have 5 glowing stations. There's 1 station left.
a transmutation. I can do one more.
I don't have anything else.
All my
I mean-
transmutation spells are cantrips.
Ah,
Well, I've
Alright.
got one more. I can do the last one. I guess this.
I can do this one as long as it'll take the same spell. But let's see. It looks like there is a second bundle of carrots on the table. She's gonna
Nice.
eat the other bundle of carrots.
So you yeet the other bundle of carrots at the thing, but this time it just slams into the station, and there's kind
Damn
of
it.
a similar reaction to what happened when he ritually cast. If everyone
Well-
could give me an intelligence check.
Sure.
That was my last first level spell slot, and I only have that one transmutation spell, so
19.
10.
8. Doing great.
I promise I'm smart.
Rory's just playing with the spider.
22.
Okay.
Rice is really caught up in the fact that she
13.
just lost a spell slot.
Okay, so I think Orchid is the only one that puts this together, and you realize that you've kind of gotten away with it this time by using some high level spell slots, but you get the feeling that each of these stations needed to be a certain level or higher of magic, and this last station you think might need to be some higher level magic than you have performed at this moment. So something higher than third level might need to be cast in this final station.
It's my only other transmutation spell. I've got 4th level polymorph, but that will get rid of the fey creature.
Will it?
So
Because they're both concentration.
All right, hold on.
I think this room has, a little bit more complexity to it. That one looks like it might need more magic than the other ones did. I don't have any really high level magic spells that are transmutation.
I have one, but it would mean losing Jeffrey, which if we are going to fight something again, it might be useful to have him around.
I'm useful.
I'm right here.
Not that you haven't been useful, Tomasz. You've been incredibly useful. However, we kind of keep getting our asses handed to us, and so it would be nice to just
That's
have
fair.
one more person. You're not really a person, sorry.
And we
So you
up
Hey,
cast
I have feelings.
Oh, good point.
Is there anything that when you spend more magic, it gets stronger? Maybe that way we could keep Jeffrey. He
Yep,
seems like
yep.
a cool guy. I'd like to get to know him.
I'm a
but-
cool guy.
Yeah.
I've got it.
Yeah.
And yes, I do. And I will go down. Fortunately, water breathing will in fact take a higher level.
Hey.
Okay.
So nobody decide to drown.
No promises.
No, wait. No, that one doesn't. Okay, nope, hold on. That one doesn't. I thought it did. I thought water breathing would handle more people if you did it, but it doesn't. So let me check alter self quick.
I can do catapult at 4th level if no one has anything else. That's not a concentration spell, so we get to keep Jeffrey around.
Okay. Do you want to try it? Those carrots are still whole.
Just angrily yeah, again.
All right. If you
Alright.
set up and knock them over to you, toss them up high, you can
Yeah,
catch them.
if no one else has it, I can do it. Sounds like alright. Cool.
Hold on. No, I
Ooh.
think. Hold on. No, go for it. I thought I had another one. I thought kinetic jaunt might do it, but it
Alright.
didn't.
4th level catapult. Let's go.
Yeah, so
That is
you
gonna make
just
so much
pulverize those carrots into the final station, but it does flare bright purple. Whoom.
Hey.
And
Hold on.
Up high. Up high.
I will high five you in a second. However, I have to roll for something.
Yes, you do.
Oh no! Oh no!
What'd you roll? Oh no! Go roll me a D100, lady.
Last session, let's go. All right, yeah. So Rhysa, because uses her wand to cast, like, flicks the carrots up, flicks them down. They get absolutely pulverized. And then her wand and all the little gems just starts going a little like disco ball.
You
There's
guys
a moment
all
of panic, and
recognize
see what
this
happens.
from the fireball.
Last it was disco lights and then starts smoking. Let's see what happens.
Rory ducks under the table.
Yeah, Orchid immediately takes cover.
That is an 8.
You cast fireball. Again.
No, wait, no.
You rolled an 8, right?
Yeah, just a straight 8.
Yeah, that's fireball centered on yourself.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
are you kidding?
I think so. Let me check. That's what it is
I
on
thought it
the
rolled like
wild
50,
magic table.
like-
Let me check your item.
Okay.
Because your
See, I
item
thought
might
I
be
rolled like
different.
way higher last time.
Yeah, your item is weird, so that's why I have to look at your item.
Oh,
I
no,
was looking at
it's-
something else. What's an 8?
I guess I just realized I can look at it myself. It's
Oh yeah, no, you
Fairy
cast
Fire.
fairy fire. But so I need everybody.
Carrots?
I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
I look better in the darker color flames.
Oh no.
And what's your DC, Rhysa?
The wand has a DC of 15.
Okay.
That's a natural 20 for me.
Hey.
Yay.
I
16.
got 12.
17.
Okay.
10.
5.
So anybody that got
Fair
below
save.
15, which I believe is Rhysa, Tomasz, and Orchid. So what happens is she puts it in, it starts glowing purple, but then all of a sudden the glow continues from her wand and just pulses out across the room. And now Orchid, Tomasz, and Rhysa are glowing purple.
Well.
That's new.
is something.
And Jeffries disappears because fairy fire is a concentration spell.
Oh, shit. Wait, but am I considered concentrating on it then?
Where's the wand?
Yes and no. Like it's one of those weird things is because it says you cast it, so it doesn't say that. And since you're casting it and it's a concentration spell, you will lose Jeffries. But that means you can just drop concentration on it right afterwards if you want. But
Rip
Jeffries. Hey! Ah! And he's
Oh,
gone.
shit. I'll drop it because I don't want anything to get
The
advantage
glow-
on us in an attack roll.
The glow disappears. Other than and the glows disappear from the stations, and you feel that release of magic, and you get the feeling that you can leave this room.
When Jeffrey disappeared, did the flower crown disappear too?
No, the flower crown floated to the ground. It is on the ground.
I'm gonna pick it up and try to put it on Mort.
Mort bites you. So
Are there any of the pulverized carrots around?
There are some pulverized carrots in 2 of the stations, but Mort tries to bite you. He misses awfully because he's not great at it. But when you try to put the flower crown on him, he lashes out.
I will be your friend yet. Just you wait.
Oh, your majesty.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
And we've got free coleslaw. I'll tell you what, though, I may not be a diviner, but I think for that last room, the best augury I've got for you says we're gonna need more, or we're gonna need Jeffrey again.
I can bring Jeffrey back if we need him.
All right. Well,
And I would also trust Mort. I think we should give Mort a knife.
Very good with a knife.
Rory's braver than Tomasz.
I mean,
Mort just
do
pulls out a knife. He already has one.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't want to know where he's.
And he puts it in between his teeth. He pulled it out from
twist I needed.
under his wings, and somebody says, "I want to give Mort a knife," and he just pulls it out and puts it between his teeth, and it's just
amazing.
Nobody takes anything from your dormitory.
I think Mort should go in first.
I'm willing to give him a shot.
Mort's been going in first to every room, other than the conjuration
Mort hears
room.
Nothing.
Oh my God.
Mort can't be
Amazing.
killed in a way that matters.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess that's kind of true of all of our familiars, because they kind of just poof and then you resummon them.
My owl is a coward, though. That's why he never comes out.
All right,
Selena's
so
just been like chilling on Rhysa's head this whole time.
So we're actually going to take this moment to take a real quick break so people can get a drink, do whatever. I'll see if I can figure out my lagging problem. And we will be back shortly to go through our last room and wrap up this detention. So we will see all of you in just a moment. Reminder, we are doing a giveaway. Put in your hashtag finish line to potentially win a dice. And you're still a couple followers away, so let your friends know. If I get to 50 followers, it will be a full dice set that will be given away to the winner. So tell people, come, follow me, win some dice. Do it now. Also, see a goose with a knife. We'll see what happens. So, with that, we're going on break, and we'll see you guys shortly.
All right.
19. All right, and welcome back. Yes, we are back from break. We're about to finish up our wonderful session of Oops All Wizards. So let me get everybody on screen. And they're all moving, and it's wonderful, and it's great, and technology is being nice to me today, and we love it. Okay, so, yes, we are coming back. FYI, everybody please re-enter your hashtag finish line for the giveaway, just to make sure. I did have to reset some stuff, and sometimes the Nightbot's weird when I move away from the channel, so everybody please resubmit if you want a chance to win those dice. And reminder, followers, if I get a couple more followers, it will be a full set giveaway instead of a single dice. So tell your friends, have them come over, give me a follow. Like, they don't even have to watch right now, just come give me a follow. Like, if they have like 2 seconds to come over and give me a follow, it'd be great. But yeah, we're gonna do a quick around the room, give a little introduction, and we're gonna hop right back into things. So for everyone, I am Carly. I am the Dungeon Master. This is my channel, Armadillo Dice. I also hand make resin dice. God, words. It's great. I'm totally a Dungeon Master. It's fine. I know words. But yes, so check out my Etsy shop. Check me out on Twitter, Threads, Blue Skies, whatever all the wonderful social medias are now this day. And yeah, I'm just trying to have fun playing games. And I have a wonderful group of people here doing that with me. And we'll start with Wraith. Well, it is a goose with a knife, so You should be afraid. Very afraid. All right, which will... yeah, right? If you've never met a goose in the wild, do not fuck with it. Do not. It's a bad idea. But that's my PSA for the evening. We will go down to Lauren. Lauren also did all of the wonderful character art for this campaign and for some of my other stuff that I've done on this channel. She's wonderful and we love her. Lauren. Wonderful. And that will bring us over to Ben.
Let's go into the future.
Great, which will bring us over to Shanice.
I am Shanice. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Josie, who is determined to be best friends with Mort before the end of the session.
We'll see how that goes. And that'll bring us over to Dusty.
Hello, my name is Dusty. My pronouns are they, she, and I play Rory. And I think we as a group have reached our final form, having let Mort have the knife.
Let Mort
I don't
have
think
the
we
knife.
could get
Mort
any
just
better.
brought out the knife. He's had it the whole time.
I don't think
but
we could get any better.
yes, that will bring us over to Jaqulin.
Hey, I'm Jaqulin. I use she, her pronouns, and I have been playing Orchid, Thumperton, our resident Herringon. And I need Rory's backstory. I know, there was no Eldritch Blasts in the last hour, and I hope in the next hour there will be some.
Well, we will see. You are entering into divination, which is a good
Dun, dun,
segue
dun.
into our group. Our group just finished off a very interesting time in the transmutation room involving using some higher level magic and using up some spell slots and getting their transmutation practice in. But it is all up to you what you would like to do next.
I would like to try once again to take the gemstone out of the door.
All right, go ahead and give me a strength check.
I am
Athletics
feeling very,
check.
very strong. A 15!
You get it out all by yourself this time. You just go over and it's like practice makes perfect and you just pop it right on out.
Wish all of them had been that easy.
So that leaves us divination, huh?
Yeah.
Shall we then?
Rip off the Band-Aid?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, as a group, you guys head on over to the divination classroom, which is this wonderful storied classroom down here. And door is locked, closed, just like every other door that you've come upon in this detention. What would you like
This
to do?
This one actually is me, I think.
You finally get your chance, Tomasz.
So he will again stick it right on the spot where they've all gone.
Yep, no issue. You find it, you pop it in, and just like all the other rooms, whew, flare of magic. Door creaks open. And it's like half an
Half
inch
wanted
open.
it to not work.
What
You
a
guys
silly
are-
joke that would be.
Coming down to the wire, you only have about an hour left in this detention. The door is cracked
Right, right
open.
More?
Right on it.
Mort just charges in, holding the knife in his mouth. And he just pops right in. So we'll transfer you guys over to our wonderful divination map. Get you guys over there. Alrighty. Should be able to see our beautiful divination map.
To joke about the maps, but these really are great maps.
Yes. I unfortunately am not talented in map making, so I did not make and place every single item in these maps. So sometimes when you guys ask me questions, I'm like, that's not bad. It's just on the map.
Fantastic.
But yes, the room is open to you. It is a big open space with star maps and constellations and a little tea table and giant telescope. Who is the last person to enter the room?
I think that's Orchid.
Alrighty, so after Orchid enters the room, just like every other time, whoom, door shuts behind you. There's a flash of magic, but this time it's visible magic. It's a white flash of magic that causes all of you to like close your eyes for half a second. And when you open them, each and every one of you sees all of your companions unconscious on the ground next to you. And they don't look like they're breathing. And before that can fully sink in, before that vision can fully sink in, and each of you is seeing this. So Rhysa is seeing Pixie, Josie, Rory, Orchid, Tomasz down, while Josie is seeing Pixie, Rhysa, Rory, Orchid, so on down. But before that can fully sink in, and that dread and that horror and that what happened, you blink, and they're all just standing right next to you again in the room. But you notice that the little augury that's set up in the corner, which for those of you who don't know, it's like a little planetarium. You know, it's got like the sun and like planets rotating around it. It seems it started moving. It wasn't before, and it's moving now, and it seems to be counting down to something.
Like quickly or like
Like
slowly?
it's give me a you can give me a Arcana or investigation check. Your choice.
Those are the same for me, so son of
Take
a
the Arcana.
14.
Out of
Arcana.
14? Okay. It seems to be moving at a pace that you've seen it moving before. You get the sense that it looks like it's counting down to an eclipse, and that based on the pace, a couple minutes, maybe?
Can I investigate the room to see if there's anything that I don't recognize as being like normal for the room?
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Ooh, that's good. Jeez. 26.
Noise. Yes.
I
So
rolled a
as
19, I've got a +7 to investigation.
love it. Yes, wizards and their intelligence-based skills. We love it. You start moving about the room and you notice that there's like a series of runes scrolled across the walls, wrapping around the room that are not normally there. Seems to be some sort of enchantment or spell or something has been infused and placed on these walls.
So do we think we have to disrupt that, or...
Let's see what it says.
Oh, wait. Can I... If this finally comes in handy, I swear to God. I took Eyes of the Runekeeper as my feature, my very first feature. Can I read it? the runes?
So, you can read the runes. The runes seem to be based in Celestial and maybe a combination of Infernal and Abyssal, but it's mostly Celestial based. But it's really weird because you normally don't see these languages mixing together. And while you can read it, it doesn't really make sense. You catch phrases like seeing past the veil or darkness within, but nothing really seems to give you an idea of what it would actually do, even though you can read it.
We've got a celestial clock counting down to an eclipse, which is apparently in a couple of minutes, and a bunch of runes that don't seem to make much sense, besides just generally foreboding phrases. Anyone have any ideas?
There's a giant telescope pointing outside. Is it pointing at anything?
You can go ahead and take a look through it if you'd like.
Sure. Orchid will stroll over there.
Okay, so Orchid. Where is Orchid from? What plane or world?
I envision another sort of planescape very similar to it's in the material plane, except it's just a planet of bunnies. That's what I envisioned. So they've just tons of herringons on a planet on the material plane somewhere.
Yeah, so as you look through the telescope, you see a night sky similar to one you know from where you're from. You recognize, like, the Burrow constellation and the Carrot constellation. Oh, and there's the Fox one over there, too. That one's a little creepy. But yeah, so you recognize it looks like the night sky that you see when you go to sleep at night.
But I don't see like an eclipse about to happen, basically.
No. You get the sense that it's like a divination timer. There's not an actual eclipse about to happen. It's just counting down to something happening when it reaches the eclipse within the augury.
Okay.
Is the armillary sphere matching the orbits on the floor?
No, the floor is just a carpet of various constellations. It's not moving or anything. It's just the little augury that's in the corner that seems to be counting down like a timer.
Okay. What's over on the table? Go take a look.
Which table? That table.
There's a table full of, it looks like, material components.
Yes, it is once again material components for any kind of divination magic that you might want to do. Pretty standard in almost any of these rooms is having the material components available for any kind of magic you might want to do. Rory.
Sure.
Rory's gonna go up to the glyphs on the wall and cast Comprehend Languages.
I already said what they. I already told everyone what they said. I don't know. Are you trying to? Like,
I want
find
to
it?
just. I want to see if it responds to the magic.
Okay.
The divination magic. It's the only divination spell I have.
So you move up and you cast Comprehend Languages. And as you do that, there is a small, like, flare of magic that weaves around the runes that everyone can see. It's very slight. And you do and are now able to understand what is said. And where Rhysa could read it, and now you could read it, you get a little bit of an innate understanding of how the words piece together. Not exactly. It's still very chopped around, but you can see where, like, a phrase in Celestial on this wall might match a phrase over here on the other wall. And you get the sense that this is not nice magic, and that something bad will happen due to these runes when the timer hits 0, when it hits the eclipse. But you're not exactly sure what it is. But combining that with the vision that you saw, it doesn't look good.
Okay, so Rory immediately relays that to everybody.
So see, now I'm curious. I'm gonna cast Identify
Oh.
on them and see if that gives me any.
Right, yeah. So you cast Identify on it, and how do you feel like your Identify relays information to you? Do you feel like it's just a sudden influx of information? Is it a voice reading out something in your head?
I feel like since she is a divination wizard, I think she sees it as sort of a vision.
Okay, so you reach out and cast Identify, and you almost feel yourself float away from your body for a second. And as you do, you almost get a repeat of the vision that you had when you walked in. And the information that you get with that vision of everybody unconscious on the floor is that this spell will only let the strongest survive. It's very ambiguous in its wording, but when this spell activates, only one will be left standing. And then you whoom, back in your body.
like slight suspicion as someone who has spent a lot of time in detention. Does this feel like a normal detention, or does this feel like maybe something messed with it?
They're allowed to kill us.
Yeah.
Like seeing visions of all of my new friends dead and threatening things in celestial and various demonic languages does not feel like normal school detention.
Give me an insight check.
Oh, great. I'm so good at that.
Don't forget, you still have at least 1 + 3.
Oh, actually, I did take proficiency in it. That makes this slightly better. Alright. Do I have to declare whether I used a +3 beforehand?
Nope, you can choose to use it after.
Perfect. That's cocked. That is mediocre. I'll add a +3 to that to make it a 15.
I'm gonna use my portent because I rolled shit, but I have a 17 die, and I'm gonna add my +3, so I have a dirty 20.
Okay, so, Rhysa, you know that this is not normal for detention. You've been in detention a few times, and this is new and not normal. But it is ominous, and you're not sure how real it is. But this is not normal. This is new. Pixie, you get the sense that this entire detention endeavor has been about teaching you things. And that maybe, you're not sure, but maybe there are consequences if you don't succeed in this room, but it's likely not that they'll kill your friends. But you're not sure what the exact consequences would be, but it's probably they're not going to kill their students.
So either way, we don't want to fail this one. It probably won't kill us, but like even if it's another detention, I'd really rather not.
Yeah, fair.
How are we doing on time right now?
Yeah, you have like a minute probably right now left until...
I don't have a potion left. Where are all of your potions?
A single potion of greater healing.
No? Okay. I do know spare the dying, and I do know cure light or cure wounds. If I'm unconscious when this sets off, I can at least heal 3 of you. And spare the dying, but we're gonna have to move quick because people are gonna be fading fast if we are dead or dying when this goes off.
Maybe we
So
try
if
to
we all
figure
know
it
where
out
each other's
before
potions
we
are.
die. We still have a minute.
Okay.
Orchid is gonna tap their glasses and cast see invisibility using their glasses on there.
So you tap it, and through the glasses, you start seeing like the rest of the school and beyond the school. Like you can it's kind of a little bit of like X-ray vision happening. But you manage to focus, and you can see that tied over in this area over here on this wall. Oop, that's not pinging. Sorry, I'm on the wrong thing. On this wall over here, that there seems to be like an arcane source where the runes are all tied together. That like all the power of the runes that have been etched across the room are tied into that wall. And it's set about 6 to 8 inches like into the wall. Is where the magic is tied to.
Do I get a sense that it might open a portal. Like, do I feel like it's kind of twisting and warping space? Or just that, like, the point of energy might come from that area?
It just seems like that whatever spell or magic is going to be activated via these runes is powered by the power source in that wall.
Okay.
That's where it's all tied to and comes from.
Yeah, I'll relay that to the group. Yes, so it looks like all of the, like, spell energy for this room is coming from over there. I don't think it's gonna, like, explode and create a, like, rip in space and time, but I wouldn't be close to it when it goes off.
Do we
So
want to
try to destroy it?
I mean,
I don't have a better idea.
I've got a 4th level.
What's your idea?
Divination spell that I can
don't.
try to hit it with. If maybe we think divination spells will do better.
Every time a divination spell went into the runes, did we feel like, I know I didn't have see invisibility up, but did it feel like the room's power was decreasing or increasing?
Neither. It felt like the divination magic was revealing pieces of the puzzle that you might not have gotten if you weren't using divination magic.
So it didn't feel like we were, like, increasing the chances of the thing going off.
No, it did not feel like that.
Okay.
Then I'll try a detect magic on the wall and see if we can identify what kind of magic it is.
Go for it. So you use a detect magic, and once again, you start sensing, like, the different colors associated with the schools of magic, and you get the sense of, like, necromancy tied with a little bit of evocation and maybe a bit of transmutation. Like, it seems to be a combination of those 3 schools of magic.
Okay. I will keep concentrating over the 3 rounds to see if we can get a good sense of... Oh, wait. No, that's... Never mind. It's just a normal... It's just one off. It's not multiple rounds. I mean, I can concentrate, but I'm going to see if it gets stronger. It's not that. It's not that. It's not old systems. It's not any of those things. I'm just going to concentrate. See if it gets any stronger as I concentrate on it.
Detect magic is a concentration spell that lasts for 10 minutes, I think.
Sure, but no extra details over time. So I'm just going to see if it gets any stronger
less.
as I focus on it.
Okay.
I'm going to mind spike it.
You're going to try and mind spike the power source?
I don't know if it'll take, because it's a mental thing. It's a wisdom save.
Give me an attack roll. This is to see if you can point it in the right area. Find the mind, so to speak.
Can I try and assist? Like, is there anything that I can do with the detect magic? No? All right, cool.
16.
Okay, so you managed to sense, like, where the source of the magic comes from, and you release the spell, but nothing happens, because it's just magic tied to some runes. There's no creature or mind there for it to affect.
We tried hitting it with different schools of magic. That's what, like, the whole lesson, it feels like, has been.
Okay.
We can try. I don't have a lot left.
I'll cast Shatter on it.
Yes, we will get to that in just 1 second, but I'm going to have an intelligence check from everyone.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
21.
Rolling mediocre tonight. 15.
11. I promise.
I rolled a 19. I rolled a 19, but I'm going to use my +3 and make it a 22.
Okay, so anyone that rolled above an 18 puts together that there is magic that is known to get rid of magic. Things like counterspell or dispel magic are things that can possibly get rid of enchantments or other types of magic. And that may be another option besides attacking.
Orchid doesn't know any of that. I rolled a natural 1, and I'm gonna shatter it.
No, that's fair. You can cast your shatter. I was still gonna let you cast shatter. I was just giving the little.
I'm not gonna retcon that. I rolled a 1, so they don't have. They're not putting this together.
All right, go for it. You can go ahead and cast shatter at that point. Roll your damage. And double it, because it's an object. It's a wall that you're shattering.
Oh my god. What if this just solves our problem?
If this doesn't work, I have one more thought. I have one more idea.
I do have counterspell.
I've got dispel magic, and
that might work a little better.
And I did roll 22 on that, so I think I
16 thunder damage.
That was doubled?
Oh no. So 32?
Okay. So you release the shatter and the wall in front of you just explodes. So much for no damage to the school. It just explodes in front of you. But now everybody can see this like pulsing core of magic, and you can see little threads that like come out of it before becoming invisible, and you can all see where the magic of this spell is tied to. Unfortunately, it did not cause the spell to expire, but you can all see the energy, the mass of pulsing magic that is tied into this spell on the room. And you did not go all the way through the wall, so you can't, like, escape the room.
With the active detect magic, can I tell what level the effect is?
You cannot. You can only know the schools of magic. It's a level 1 spell, guys.
Helped.
Dead.
Expose something. Do we want to try and get rid of it?
Please.
I will. Tomasz will twirl the staff for a second. Wish me luck. And he will run and put the staff into
the swirling ball of magic.
The swirling ball and cast Sendere Fraudator Major. And as he hits it, unleash the 4th level slot, Dispel Magic, on the swirling ball of light. We'll see if I end up with any teeth when this is done.
I need you
As
to
see this happening, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor real quick.
Go for it. You can get Mage Armor on yourself. That's totally fine. Tomasz, Ben, I need you to roll me D20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Okay. It's not the standard dispel check? Or is
that is the standard dispel check.
Oh, that is the standard, is it? Okay. Oh, it's the ability check using your spell by modifier. Okay, 14. Or so 4, plus 4.
You can
18.
use... You got an 18?
I got an 18 plus 4 is 22, and I'm going to use my other plus 3 to make it a 25.
Yeah. So you go in full and you shove your staff in there. And as you shove the staff in there, the magic like seems to try shiver for a second, like it's trying to hold itself together before it just whoom, and a wave of magic pierces the room, and I need everybody to give me a strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Hot diggity.
Wizards.
Strength.
-1.
Oh, I
Six.
actually have a positive strength score? Thanks.
16.
Oh, thank God. I rolled a 17, which means I have a 16 because I've got a negative.
Hey, okay.
Oh my god. I am rolling terribly tonight.
It's a beautiful 5.
So,
A natural 1 for a 2.
so 19 minus 1, 18 plus 3. So 20.
I rolled a nat 20, but I have a -1 mod. So
I'm obsessed with us.
19 it is.
Okay. Well, anybody that got below a 15 is knocked prone and flung 15 feet back from where they're at. And
Which direction?
like
where is
back
the
from
thing
the
that we just
wall.
included?
The wall is this wall over here. If I can ping it. Back from this wall. Does it go in there? There we go. That wall.
Oh.
15
Slammed
feet
to a
back.
bookcase. I can only move 5 feet.
So you'll take some extra damage, which I'll get there in a second because you slammed into a bookcase. Okay, so if you failed, you take 21 points of bludgeoning damage. If you succeeded, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And I think Rhysa is the only one that got slammed into anything, so you take an extra 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
As you're all, it's literally like a force wave of magic just pulses through you. And then you just hear a click, and you look back, and the augury has reached the eclipse.
Oh shit.
But nothing happens.
Hey.
From the ground, Rhysa just goes.
With my see invisibility still up, is the like energy I was seeing earlier,
It's
has
gone.
it dissipated now?
Yeah, it's gone. The spell
I think we did it.
is released.
All right then.
Is the door open?
You can go try it. The doors have never automatically opened when you've finished. There's just been like a wave of magic. So you can go try the door if you want.
Sure. I'm gonna go walk over to the door.
Door opens.
Rhysa's just gonna spend a moment on the ground. That was a lot of damage.
Tomasz will offer.
Yes, the
Orchid a
door
hand up.
opens and you are free to leave.
Ooh.
All right then.
Were we supposed to meet back in the library?
Oh, that was kind of clear.
All right.
Maybe we go there. Do I see the familiar of the professor anywhere around?
Give me a perception check.
Is anybody really badly hurt?
I just got knocked down to 11.
It's a 5.
Okay. So I'll give each of you a cure wounds while they're doing the check. looking
Was
around
5
for
your
familiar.
perception check?
I've got a moment.
Yep, the perception check was a 5.
Yeah, you don't see the familiar, but you also like that hurt. That ow.
Okay. All right. Rhysa, 10. Back.
Yeah, thanks.
And Orchid? No, it wasn't Orchid. It was Josie, right? Were you also badly hurt? Was it 5? I heard.
Well, that was
I'm
the
okay.
perception.
My perception check was 5.
Oh, that was a perception check. You know, perception check hit points. They're so they're so interchangeable, right? Is anybody else badly hurt?
Badly.
No?
I'm at 27 of 37.
Okay. All right. Rhysa, you need another one to get into decent double digits or no?
I'm at half right now, and I have a potion, so I should be okay.
We'll leave one in the bag just in case this tension's not over yet.
Rice will pick herself off the ground and be like, well, at least that worked.
Yeah. I need a nap.
Same.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to get a good practice today.
Are there any comfy armchairs in the library we could all just sleep the rest of this off?
Honestly, the best place to take a nap, there's a little alcove. It's got like a bench. If you're small enough, you can kind of curl up on it. It's very comfortable.
Yes.
Orchid
well,
will like
that...
peel their ears back. Yeah, I can be small.
So the bench that you're thinking about is not in the front library that you guys started in. The more comfy, cozy, nooked and crannied library is upstairs above the... Well, it's not really upstairs. So there's the Great Hall, but there's this really cool magic door at the Great Hall where you can like, depending on which handle you open, you'll either enter the Great Hall or you'll enter the upstairs library, which is a much larger library with lots of comfy, cozy places to hang out, versus like the front library, which is more of like a study hall library area.
Did they say which library we had to wait in?
There were no instructions given to you on what to do when you finish. You just
Maybe check the
started
front
in the
library
front
and-
library.
Check that, and maybe if no one's in there, we just leave.
Sure.
All right, let's go look.
So you're gonna go to the front library?
Before we
where you
go,
started?
I am going to go. Before we go, I'm going to try to get my crystal out of the door.
Go for it. Roll me an athletics check.
Feeling real strong. 15 again.
Ooh, comes out no problem, and you have 6 shimmering crystals.
This detention has done great for my muscles.
So you guys are heading to the front library where you started, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Why not?
So you guys make your way over to the front library. The door to the library is closed, as you left it. Who wants to enter first or try the door?
Well,
Try the door, but I think if I get it open, Mort's gonna be the first one in.
that seems fair.
Yes, so you try the door. It's not locked. It opens just fine. And as you open it, yes, Mort runs in with the knife in his mouth and almost immediately runs in to your professor, who is standing there, and turns around and just kind of gives an eagle-eyed glare at Mort. Mort glares back and just runs into the back of the room.
Go in, and if, like, before the professor sees me, I want to change to look like Jeffrey, just for the bit, see if I can freak the professor out.
Nice.
Just, why not?
Miss Starcarver, if you
Full
wanted
like cloak change.
to get,
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to create some fog to make it
you
look even
probably
spookier.
shouldn't have turned into something that you summoned earlier.
Jeffrey Rhysa just like sticks its tongue out and like wiggles the tongue around, and then as the
Please
tongue comes back in, just
sit.
back to Rhysa. It's like,
All of you, please sit.
Yeah,
Do you
take a-
have
take a seat.
the completed tasks? And she holds out her hand.
Josie gives her a high five.
She looks at you. I know you have them, Miss Ashcroft.
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Josie, just give them up so we can go home.
Rummage around in my bag, pull out like the empty coffee cup, throw it to the side, couple of textbooks, couple tubes of mascara.
If somebody could roll their eyes
Oh,
without rolling their eyes, that is what your professor is doing.
I take them out. I thought we could keep them. And I drop them.
Yahtzee.
She grabs them and then puts them back in the little box they came out of. Congratulations. You completed the necessary tasks. Did you learn anything? Miss Polaris?
I learned that y'all have a weird sense of justice here.
How so?
Rhysa just snaps.
I mean, that last one, we all saw each other dead. It's like kind of traumatizing, don't you think?
You think the school will pay for therapy?
Josie almost like died.
Yeah.
You know we have an on-site therapist, right?
Josie almost died.
Yeah.
All
None
my
of you were in any real danger, but you had to feel as if there were stakes, as life has stakes.
Breaking into the teacher's lounge did not, like, that feels like a weird... I feel like the punishment didn't really fit the crime of, you know,
This is a
seeing
school.
my friend dead.
You should learn something whether you're being punished or not. What about
This
you,
is
Miss
why I hang out
Starcarver?
with Mort.
Did you learn anything?
Is gonna look her dead in the eye, and then just while like sitting there, her feet up on the desk, transform to look like her, and in her voice go, "Life has stakes," and then goes back to herself.
Well, at least you learned something. Mr. Durnan?
Don't go to England.
How was that a lesson? Sorry, my cat is like... How was that a lesson that you learned today?
No, that's just it's a bad phrase. You know, it takes a team, I guess, maybe, and a good black eye.
Well, from what I've seen today, you could probably fix that yourself, Mr. Durden. If you wanted to.
I thought it looked nice.
Sure. Miss Ashcroft, did you learn anything?
Well, I mean, first of all, I don't think that my daddy, the creator of Feywild Flakes, would be very happy to hear about the danger we were in, but I might be convinced to forget it if I could get those crystals back.
All of your guardians gave permission for this learning experience. They
Did
were
know that
notified
you were
ahead of
quite a
hand.
killer?
You were never in danger of dying.
Now you take a punch, but that was stones.
Miss Cognetti?
I'm sorry, it's Cognet.
Cognette. Sorry, I never heard you say the last name, so that was me. She would know your last name. Cognette.
Yeah, I learned two things. One, that different schools of magic are actually pretty cool and useful. And two, that sometimes the best part of a group is a goose with a knife.
If only everyone had a goose with a knife. Thumperton, did you learn anything, or did you just take a lot of pictures?
Well, you told me I wasn't allowed to take pictures.
I know you took pictures. I'm not an idiot.
Do you want to see some? There's some real good ones. I have a great one of Tomasz just getting wrecked. That's where the Shiner came from.
I'm sure I'll
Right
see
at the
them
beginning.
in the yearbook. Did
Yeah.
you learn something?
Yeah, I learned that magic is, depends on the person that's using it, and you gotta be careful, because sometimes you might try to kill your friends, and other times the magic just might try to kill everybody. So you gotta be careful about magic.
Yes, magic is a powerful force that in the wrong hands can have devastating consequences.
In my defense, I didn't know it was his bookcase.
Hopefully, this rather devastating detention will have sunk in that actions have consequences, especially
Get caught.
regarding magic. Hopefully, none of you will land yourselves in another detention. Otherwise, who knows what will happen. You are free to leave. And she gestures to the doorway out of the library towards the portal.
Looks at the group and goes,
Close for
okay,
real?
same time next week.
I think Rhysa will stand up and then she'll kind of gesture and from her wrist pocket pull out a crystal and toss it to Josie. Be like, it's only one, but maybe you can do something fun with it. And then heads right ahead, look at the professor, kind of give a head nod and goes, to the rest of you, take it from a professional detention person, whatever. You learn a lot when you break rules too. And then she'll just peace and jump through the portal.
I'm gonna try to catch it and then just yell, Rhysa, we're going to the same place!
Yes, but she had to get the dramatic exit.
And then, try to run before the portal closes.
Wait,
Give
I was
me-
running after you. We started, and now you're running after me. That's
Give
great.
me a dexterity save.
That is an 11.
Oops.
So you're running after her and you manage to trip over your own feet, but as you do, your hand catches their foot and you disappear with Rhysa through the portal as you're falling onto your face.
Wait, does she get the
I
crystal?
wish I could say it was the first time.
How does anyone else exit detention?
Tomasz, head out. It's like, I wonder if I can still catch the second half of 2 days. He'll head
Probably
out
not.
the portal. Thanks. That was fun. And he'll head through.
Pixie's just gonna look at Mort and just go, "You first."
Mort just waddles / flies with the knife still in his mouth towards the portal.
That's why I didn't poof him. If I poof him, he might lose the knife.
Mort really likes his knife.
Should.
Get him some good spurs.
Also, I think he only listens to Pixie because she knows how to properly throw a goose. Which
Yes.
is beat him by the neck.
Yes. Absolutely. Please, nobody actually try to throw a goose by a neck. It's a bad idea. They will hurt you. They will hurt you if you try to grab them.
You won't hurt them. You won't hurt them. They will probably try to hurt you. But
That's
you
what I
won't hurt
meant.
them if you eat them by the neck.
No,
They're
no,
very
you
no
won't
beast
hurt them.
more
They
harm
will
than
hurt
the
you.
Switch.
If you try to throw a goose by the neck, you won't hurt them, but they will hurt you. So please don't try.
Unless you're being attacked. Then
Unless
try.
you're being attacked. Then you feel free to try, but they'll probably just get back
I
up.
only
And,
advocate goose eating as self-defense.
they'll probably just get back up and chase after you again. So, how do Orchid and Rory exit detention after the chaos that was Rhysa and Josie and the flippancy that was Tomasz and a goose with a knife?
I think Orchid goes up to Rory as she's getting ready to like leave. Hey, we don't really hang out very much, but you seem really cool. And I got some really great shots of you making some really awesome magic happen. If you were interested in like doing any yearbook stuff, you know, my mom doesn't really need me home right now, but we could hang out sometime.
Yeah, I'd really like that.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't have to go home right now, so
You want to meet all of my 20 brothers and sisters?
sure.
Cool. I can't promise that you won't live there for a while. They're, you know, they don't really know everybody's family where I'm from. I'm not even sure they're all actually related to me. You know, it's just one giant bunny hole that we all have little rooms off of.
Please
across, like,
leave.
the whole planet. Okay.
Now, thank you. I would like to leave. So, with new friends made, old friends chasing each other in and out of detention, and high stakes, maybe, that is where we will end our Saturday detention of Oops All Wizards. Thank you to all of my wonderful players for joining me. I had so much fun, even with all the technical issues. Today went a lot better. I think today was the best day of all of them, so it went a lot better. And I enjoyed it, and I loved playing with all of you, and I hope to play with all of you again. We will do a quick roundabout, but before that, reminder, because after the roundabout, we will be doing my giveaway. Enter the hashtag finish line to be entered to win for a dice giveaway. If I manage to get 2 more followers in the next minute while we do our little wraparound, it'll be a whole set instead of just 1 dice. So maybe tell some people to come over here just real quick and pop a follow. But anyways, we'll start with Wraith. Tell us a little bit about yourself and if you have anything upcoming so they can come check you out.
Yeah. You can find me over on Twitter at Sundernoy. It's the same as in chat without the X. Someone stole it on here. I am the Director of Operations over at Exquisite Corpse Presents, where this weekend we are bringing back 2 of our long-standing campaigns. We're bringing back, we're going through Season 3 of Sister Cities, which is in a post-apocalyptic, anti-government D&D homebrew world, where I play a very speedy cleric rogue, and that is on Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific, at Sunday, 10 a.m., I think. We just changed times. We're doing Season 2 of Renaissance du Rain, which is a Thirsty Sword Lesbians campaign about gay Arthurian knights. And we're about to enter war, and it's probably not going to be great for us. We also have a Halloween event that we are starting to gather up interest for. Player applications are not open yet, but storyteller applications are still open. So if you want to tell a story for spooky, scary things, pop yourself on over there. If you want to be a player, just keep an eye out on our Twitter, because that's going to open up once we finalize all of the games. Only other thing is I'm also playing over on Sweet Rosie B in a pirate Borg, but in space, where I'm a creepy spider lady.
Nice. Love it. I love to see people doing stuff. It's great. Let's hear what Lauren has to say.
First, I want to say it has been so much fun playing with all y'all. Thank you, Carly, for putting this on. It was a good time. I don't really have much coming up. Might have to hit up Wraith for the storyteller bit, because I love making up creepy shit.
She's good at
it. Anyway, yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Laurens_open world. It's really the only social media I'm on. And yeah, again, thank you so much. And I'm glad I could be a part of this.
Awesome. We loved having you, and I love playing with you, Lauren. You're like in all of my stuff, so. Plus, art. She's great. Check her out. Yes, that'll bring us over to Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben McFarland. Brick on Twitter with an extra K, BRICKK. He, him. Just a guy who does stuff. I don't really have anything going on right now. So, hard to be in a pit crew. So, that's all I've got for tonight. Thanks for having me for the game. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you for joining us. We've loved having you. Which will bring us up over to Shanice.
I am still Shanice. Pronouns are still she, her. And I had a ton of fun with this. This was like my first time playing in a consistent D&D campaign. That was so much fun. I had the bug now. So if anybody needs players, hit me up, because I'm available. But I am Shanice_Charday on Instagram and Twitter. And I don't have anything coming up, but I could.
That's the right attitude. Okay, that'll bring us down to Dusty.
Yes, my name is still Dusty. My pronouns last time I checked were they, she. And I am in a podcast called Rainbow Dice Club. We release virtually every Wednesday. I play Ivy Nightbreeze Tinkerfey and Eladrin Druid Circle of the Dead. And if you want to find us on Twitter, it's at Rainbow Dice Club. If you want to find me on Twitter, it's at Dusty Penny with 2 Ys. And I had so much fun. I'm so glad I met all of you guys, and this was just genuinely a blast.
We loved having you, and yes, you should definitely check out her other shit. You should check out all of their other shit. It's great. They're great people. You should support them. That's what we're here for. Which will bring us down to Jaqulin.
Oh my god, that's me. Hi, I'm Jaqulin. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I played Orchid Thumperton, which was a blast to play yearbook geek. I've never done that before. And it was a blast with all of you guys. This was so much fun. It was wonderful. I can usually be found playing an eccentric druid on Otherworldly Ventures YouTube. We're currently on a hiatus because one of our players is in Texas and it's really fucking hot down there. So we're kind of waiting for the summer to cool down, but we'll be back in September, hopefully. I am going to throw a shout out for a short 3-part Dragon Age miniseries that was just on the YouTube called Briar Thorns. It's very gay. It's wonderful. There is demon gay sex. It's great. I recommend. It's they're all a blast. I was the sole producer on the show. I did all the background stuff and helped them get that out. And it's over on the YouTube, 3 parts. I highly recommend if you're looking for something to just chuckle at. I've got some other stuff kind of going on, but there's no announcements yet. So check me out on Twitter at Kakilia Games or Blue Sky. It's Kakilia, and keep up with what I've got going on.
Awesome. Yes, they were a wonderful group of people to play with. I had so much fun. As for me, I'm Carly. I also go by Armadillo Dice. I make handmade resin dice, which we're about to do a giveaway for. So put in those hashtag finish line for your last chance to possibly win. But yes, I am new to the streaming. I've played on a couple of channels, but this is new for me. I am producing and GMing all of my own stuff, so thank you for all of your patience. I will likely have some casting calls going out very shortly. One for a longer campaign, even longer than this. Likely inspired by a module. Loosely, I always kind of homebrew those things. And then probably another session or 2 of my Dreamscape Battles, which is just PvP, all-out war. So keep an eye out for that stuff, both to watch, participate in. I'm here for playing with people that I've played with before, and I'm here for playing with new people. So I love all of it. But that leads us to, it is time for our giveaway. I'm going to roll this thing. And Wraith, you get a D20. So you can check out my shop, and you can contact me on Discord or Twitter or wherever, and tell me which one you want, and we'll get it sent on over to you. So
It's
congratulations.
like a belated birthday present.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy birthday. But yes, that is all for tonight. Thank you for joining me. If you know someone that missed it, this will be up shortly on Twitch, and it'll probably be up hopefully tomorrow, depending on how uploads and download speeds go on YouTube. I had some issues last time, so it took a while. It just kept freezing over and over again. So hopefully it'll be up tomorrow. But otherwise, thank you for coming. Thank you for participating with us. I had so much fun. I love Wizards, and I loved watching all of you play Wizards. And that's all for tonight, guys. Thanks.